Once again, BIGREDONE attacked a home base of one of our new players. Home bases cannot have flags and are therefore almost impossible to defend. In addition, our players' home bases were quite unfortunate to be almost directly in front of our opponent's bases. BIGREDONE almost never attacked our bases. They only like to strike at the weak home bases. In this case, the players FUDGE1 and MONGO attacked together. Both of them have hundreds of bases, but obviously do not dare to attack more than level 2 without flags. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. The base was destroyed after only 80 seconds. I owned 2 bases on map 84, which I used as production bases. For a long time I was surprised that BIGREDONE spared these bases, although both bases were completely surrounded by them. Isolated like this on a foreign map, there's nothing I could do to rescue the bases. A look at my combat log revealed that BIGREDONE had begun the attack around 2 PM. The first defense towers had already fallen when I noticed the attack at 4:40 PM. I had not been looking at this map constantly at that time. I used the bases as pure production bases. I could always transfer something to map 24 from the stockpile of 100 million concrete and steel and 10 million aluminium. This is one way to always have lots of resources with the use of very little gold. It also helps to even out an imbalance between steel and aluminium, as tends to happen after using the 90 million instant resources. It's one of the many tricks that allow me to accomplish a lot with only a little gold in the game. Although BIGREDONE owned all the other bases on this map, so could use huge group limits, they didn't manage to run the attack without interruption. I used such interruptions to replace the defense towers in an accelerated way. my gigantic stock of concrete melted away so quickly. By 5 p.m. the base had 30 defense towers again. I then built some units with the intention of disrupting the attack. However, this was completely futile in view of the gigantic superiority. With the Wolf, Lucy, Ferret 707, FUDGE1, Hoggy, Hellbillies, Rick, Meth, Taurus and Kata 9078, our opponents had everyone online who was strongly represented on this map. In addition, BIGREDONE was able to bring groups here from numerous other maps. So my situation was really not hopeful. The goal was not to rescue this production base. It was just to make it as expensive as possible for the attackers. What BIGREDONE loses to me on map 84 could no longer be used against Poison on map 24. BIGREDONE sent wave after wave and got to feel how hard it is to attack a base level 6 with 30 defense towers when the defender is online. So while BIGREDONE was fully focused on attacking me on map 84, we took a helicopter base from the Wolf on map 24 in no time. Even though the Wolf was attacking me on map 84, he still had no flag set on map 24. Map 24 was important to us. Map 84 definitely not. Every now and then I looked at this other map and rebuilt a defense tower if necessary. In the meantime, I did not accelerate the construction anymore, because my gigantic concrete stock of 100 million concrete was already used up. Meanwhile, I had started the concrete production accelerators in both bases on this map. At the rate I was producing concrete, I used it to rebuild defense towers during the remaining part of the battle. If I lost this base, I would get another production base on another map in the medium term. Thanks to the favorable recovery of defense tower upgrades, production buildings and power plants would neither be particularly expensive nor difficult. Should BIGREDONE be quietly happy about the completion of map 84? I couldn't prevent it anyway, only delay it. So the battle dragged on for hours. BIGREDONE brought group upon group. Their stocks seemed simply endless. I am convinced that the production of hundreds of groups of cannon fodder will have cost them an extreme amount of gold. And possibly that adds to reaching the pain threshold for one or another opponent. In the end, BIGREDONE had destroyed a total of 65 defense towers, including the defense towers I had rebuilt. Around 8:30 p.m, 6.5 hours after the attack began, my base fell. Would BIGREDONE now derive confidence from this victory and attack us also on map 24? Or had BIGREDONE already resigned itself to the complete loss of map 24? There will be more about this in the next episodes of this series.